There are lots of things to consider when facilitating online, but today we're just going to cover 4 essential considerations. One is an orientation. We want to make sure that our participants are aware of how the digital tools we plan to work function. We want to make sure they're comfortable with them. If we're going to use Mural or Miro or Mentimeter or any of these things, how do we bring them into the space and make sure they're aware and comfortable with the tools? And we can do this maybe a week prior, or if we don't have that luxury, maybe we just devote a little bit of time up front before we get into real work that's going to be cognitively demanding on them. It's really important, number 2, that we invite engagement and participation, but we don't want to mandate video on. Not everyone is really comfortable with video. So how are we inviting and encouraging video on in really natural ways? In fact, sending people to a breakout room is a great way to get videos on. Mandating it is not really creating a safe environment.
And our third piece is really making sure that you mix the modes that you're using online. It can be so easy to just keep everything in Zoom and direct conversation and asking people to share out loud with each other in that Zoom space. That can get really fatiguing very quickly. And so you want to think about, how am I mixing things up to have people in the main plenary space in Zoom, to be having them in breakout rooms, to be having them working on a visual collaboration tool or a shared board space like Mural or Miro. And then our fourth piece is for you to be conscious of how are you utilizing the screens and screen share function when it comes to your work with folks. You're going to be introducing people to oftentimes some new tools to them, and so you want to make sure you're not overloading them with too much new stuff. So when it comes down to it, you're screen sharing at a point that folks can engage in something maybe that they already know in that space, and then maybe you'll shift to a place where you might not screen share, or move them to a spot where you would summon them to a space on the board when you're having them actually engaging and working in the tool itself. Being aware of those different modes and then making sure that you're using the screen share deliberately is an important step.